This video article is brought to you by FastCashDesign.com. Visit our website today and learn how to make money as a graphic designer. Where to look for unique ideas for your graphic design jobs. Graphic design requires lots of creativity. Although graphic design is sometimes referred to as technical art, working in graphic design requires a strong visual eye, the ability to absorb styles and ideas, and somehow transform these design elements into your own personal voice. Clearly, graphic design is not so easy for beginners, especially if you are trying hard to be creative. If you need to inspire yourself, here are some tips to get your creative juices flowing again. Tip number 1. Seek inspiration and you will find it. Let's say you have landed a high-paying graphic design account. You're so excited and yet somewhat frightened. You fear that your creativity might fail you, or you might stumble with creative obstacles throughout the project. This is probably not true, so don't believe these fears. Anxiety is always counterproductive when you're seeking inspiration. The best place to look for inspiration is everywhere around you. Everywhere you look, you can see something interesting and worth replicating or tinkering with in the design studio. Tip number 2. Explore your own surroundings or different environments for inspiration. Certain environments and surroundings can automatically evoke a certain style. The Old West is full of its own motifs, as well as every other region in the world, each with their own specific style. Surely you can find inspiration in your own environment. Become sensitive to your local landscape. What do the trees look like? How does the sun affect everything around you? What colors, textures, and smells do you find around you? Receiving tangible and intangible cues through your senses, the visual, touch, smell, oral, etc., can generate ideas for different and new designs. Tip number 3. Explore old designs in a new way. Exploring older designs is another useful way to generate new ideas. If you have a design job that requires you to create a new soda can, for instance, then perhaps you can research vintage soda can designs from a certain decade. Researching how others have reviewed specific objects can often help in generating ideas. You may decide to redesign an older vintage label or simply put a new twist on an old favorite design. Tip number 4. Explore the latest design trends. New cutting-edge trends can inspire your creativity. What are the latest trends in design, and how can you use these trends in a new and unique way? Perhaps your design job is well suited to a modern cutting-edge design. Take a look at the latest issues of local and national design magazines. These can give you a close look at the latest design motifs. Tip number 5. Research your client's tastes and preferences. When you land a new design job, always quiz your client. Many clients are not incredibly helpful when it comes to design ideas. But knowing your client is sometimes what you need to generate a design your client will drool over. Tip number 6. Look at the fashion world for unique design ideas. If studying the latest design trends is not enough, then turn your attention to the fashion world. Many fashion trends on the so-called catwalk influence overall design trends and designers in other disciplines. Eventually, these designers translate these fashion trends into a larger design world. Take a look at cutting-edge fashion magazines, runaway shows, and style trendsetters. Chances are that the style of today will enter the graphic design world of tomorrow.